Hello everybody! Well, here we are with the final fight for the Mount Hua competition for the Blue Dragon server for October 2015. And we have Shuzelin of the Emi. She'll be facing off against Yideng of the Royal Guards. So what kind of fight are we going to see here? Well, there's a chance that it might be a little bit of a silliness because they are both in rebellion. But these are also pretty fierce competitors. They usually don't back down from a fight, even with each other. So I'm hoping for some pretty hot action. So 3, 2, 1, here we go. Straight away, Buddha Heart Palm coming out of Shuzelin. Looks like it's going to be a serious fight here, or at least semi-serious. Exquisite Dice coming out of Yideng. A little bit of an odd choice for an opener, but it is a very effective skill. Gives you certain buffs and debuffs to your enemies, depending on the dice roll, so it can be a little bit hit and miss, literally, but when it hooks up, it is pretty devastating. So far, though, it looks like Shuzelin and her Buddha Heart Palm are making the most of things, as Yideng down to 50% and continuing to fall. Yideng is coming in now and trying to get that joint finger to go. Looks like he's going to be serious about this too. There goes the Rage. Shuzelin manages to block most of that damage, still brings her down to 50% though. Another attempt at a stun from Yideng does not connect. She continues with the Buddha Heart Palm assault, has Yideng down to a third health. Pegasus from Yideng as well manages to bring him back up to 75%. More Buddha Heart Palm out of Shuzelin. She's keeping the pressure up pretty good. A nice stun there and a bit of a follow-up. Yideng is now down below 75%. Shuzelin is on about 50% herself now. Lots of rage though as Yideng comes in hard with that joint finger. Shuzelin keeps her block up through most of it. Trick the enemy and pluck the peacock's plume. An attempt by Shuzelin to make some gains out of that rage there, but Yideng disengages perfectly and gets a stun, negating her plucking the peacock's plume. A nice combination there. Good reading on both their parts. Especially Yideng there. And there goes the rage again from that joint finger. Brings Shuzelin back down to 50%. She's doing pretty good blocking most of this. She switches up to Snow Sword and she is laying on the damage there to Yideng. Yideng is down to an 8th health. Half energy. He's getting into a little bit of trouble. Shuzelin though is not much better off than him. 50% health. And a little more energy. She comes in with more Snow Sword, getting the damage done after his Pegasus. He circles the moon, tries to recover some of that energy, but is he going to have enough time to get anything back out of this? Joint Finger is a very thirsty skill as well. But he's continuing to fly into her face and give it to her right there. She switches up to 9 Palace's Sword and gets some good damage there. A couple good hits. But Yideng is coming back with that joint finger very effectively, keeping her from getting any momentum going. Yideng isn't able to get into the full swing either, for that matter, but he's shutting her down whenever he gets the chance. Shuzelin Pegasus is again, and continues back with her Buddha Heart Palm. This was working quite a bit better. Yideng switches to Exquisite Dice again and continues to fire back from across the arena. Closes the gap and manages to get the stun, the rage, and does not finish off Shuzelin. A little bit of a follow-up there. She's down to 2,000, 1,000 points. There is Snow Sword again. A nice combination there. Yideng is down to less than 4,000 himself. He is in trouble. He's at 1,400 now after a Pegasus and a Circle of the Moon. Shuzelin is at 480 points. Barely hanging on at all. She Pegasuses, brings her up to 9,800, but she's on 190 points of energy. Barely anything. Crazed Demon Staff coming out of Yideng, gets a few hits in there, but a Pluck the Peacock's Plume shuts that down from Shuzelin. Another Circle of the Moon from Shuzelin. She needs to recover points badly. Yideng isn't doing so hot either. This is getting pretty close. 67,000 versus 70,000 points of damage done. And we are quickly approaching the 1 minute left mark. This match is going the full time, it looks like. There's a nice parry breakthrough there, though, and more Exquisite Dice from Yideng. He's managing to get some good connections here now. Shuzelin is down to less than 6,000 points of health. Pluck the Peacock's Plume again. I've never seen so many healing skills in a single fight. These guys are using anything and everything they can to try to stay alive. More. Oh, now Shuzelin has switched up to 7 Techniques of the Flower Goddess, a very good range skill. Peppering Yideng with that, not doing a ton of damage, but keeping the pressure up. Yideng is coming in now with his joint finger, though. has Shuzelin down to less than 5,000 points. Again, they are just sitting on the edge here, and they are down to 30 seconds left in the round. There's a parry break and the rage out of Yideng. Yideng manages to get away from it a little bit, but he's down to less than 5,000 again. A plucked Peacock's Plume will give him a breather. A little bit of healing for Shuzelin. Only a little bit, though. She is at 3,000 points. Less than 11 seconds to go. 80,000 versus 88,000 for Yideng. He's in a good shape here. Shuzelin needs to inflict, but she has less than 2,000 points left. And the knockout with a second to go. Now, that was a close round. 91,000 versus 85,000. It probably would have been Yideng who took the match anyways because of the time running out. But just with 1 second left, he managed to finish off Shuzelin, who was down to barely 1,000 points. What a tight fight that was. So, the question is, how serious were they being? Because that was pretty awesome. Yeah, usually the final fight in the Mount Hua is not the most exciting of the match, or of the tournament, I mean, but this one's turning out pretty good. Let's see what the next round brings us. We have a few seconds left to go. Shuzelin just really needs to... No, I don't know what to suggest to her. I don't know what she could do. This is pretty awesome. So straight away, some Ghost Claw out of Yideng. Interesting choice. Does not get a good connection. Shuzelin buying with some Buddha Heart Palm. She is getting some good connection with that. Has Yideng down to about 80%. Yideng is switching up to Finger Flick again. Joint Finger. Getting some good connections there. There goes the Rage. Completely unblocked by Shuzelin. Brings her all the way down to a third health. That's a ton of damage. She gets her block up. Plucks the Peacock's Plume. Yideng disengages. And they are circling around. Shuzelin is chasing Yideng a little bit, breaking off now. Looks like she was trying to catch him with the close-in skill, but she might be switching up to something a little bit range. That was a stun, though, I believe, and more. Joint Finger out of Yideng. Shuzelin needs Pegasus right here, right now, and she does not. She was going for a Tai Chi Fist knockdown, did not get the connection before Yideng was able to fire off the finishing blow. 5,000 versus 27,000, just enough damage to kill her. That's pretty impressive. So that means that Yideng will take the first place. Shuzelin will take second, not too shabby. And yeah, that's the whole Mount Hua tournament for October for the Blue Dragon server. I was expecting this to be pretty boring, to be honest. Things had settled into a bit of a rut on Age of Wushu, but it looks like some people are beginning to figure out ways to maybe not completely defeat the Joint Finger skill, but they are beginning to be able to fight on a level plane with people who have the skill that haven't really mastered how to use it so effectively. Although we are starting to see a few competitors who know how to use the Joint Finger even more effectively than before, so it's going to be a continuing arms race, I think, as the Mount Huas continue. And I want to say thanks for watching and joining us, and thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.